A vision of social learning in 2050. In the future, it is expected that the most crucial abilities will be learning new things and skills, and sharing and collaborating with others. These will be essential precursors to greater prosperity and collective well-being. The development of human knowing will take place through participation in an ongoing social world. Social learning in 2050 will promote understanding, social interaction, and cooperation, and tackle socioeconomic inequalities. Social learning will also offer the highest quality learning experiences for all, with human interaction as central to these experiences. Learning in the year 2050 will enable individuals to understand where they may most effectively contribute to particular social associations. These individuals can then build reputations within these associations. Learning will be a system of service and citizenship, one targeted at developing social cohesion and competencies for social participation. In the future, spaces for learning will be an increasingly important element for the social inclusion and participation. Knowing that the interactive nature of a knowledge-based society mandates the ability to collaborate, cooperation and teamwork will be stressed in future learning. In the year 2050, data about preferences and interactions will create new streams of information about learners' experiences and performance. These preferences and interactions will include collaboration trails, which are records of where learners travel on the internet and how they contribute to group activities and interact with others. Social mobility will be the way of this future. Collaborative and networked learning environments will draw people with a promise of more versatile, personalized, and social learning experiences. This social mobility will engage learners to more reciprocal and active participation and reward them with peer support. Developments in online technologies will allow both rapid and open knowledge sharing and idea generation between individuals, and the ability to identify and control circulation of this information and material. In 2050, individuals will have the capacity to remain in perpetual contact with diverse networks and communities, both physical and virtual. Developments in social media will enable individuals to engage with new communities or reinforce connections with existing interest groups, national identities, and religious beliefs. There will be an increased weakening of boundaries between institutions previously seen as separate. These weakened boundaries will help to open up opportunities for human-centered, family-friendly working practices. Distinctions between sites of learning, leisure, and work, and between stages of learning, working, caring, and retirement will erode by the year 2050. A significant driver for teaching and learning in the future will be a wider adoption of digital communities using mobility and globalization. The typical campus web portal will further evolve into a community platform where digital technologies such as social software, mobility, and 3D enablement will provide a portable and persistent social platform for learning. Campus digital communities will continue to break the tie to geography and time, eventually creating new ways of socializing, collaborating, and working together. By 2050, mobile technologies will allow an array of interactions, extending the reach and accessibility to more learners. Mobile social networks will become a key element for delivering learning content in the form of targeted rich media that is specific to the individual. This paradigm shift is rooted in a set of goals for all learners, which is to connect to their communities in person and digitally, and interact with people from different cultures. Collaboration and creativity will be emblematic of this paradigm shift and will direct the course of learning in 2050. This collaboration and creativity will logically become primary tools of learning. Informal learning, including intergenerational learning, will play an increasingly important role in social cohesion and educational provision. Another means of achieving social learning in the future is through multi-user virtual environments where participants can use avatars and interact with other participants' avatars, computer-based agents, and digital artifacts. Social mobility will not come without its challenges. In the year 2050, access to digital networks will still be influenced by physical geography, affecting aspects such as pricing and infrastructure, legal constraints, and regulatory issues. Network technologies will amplify and intensify the existing role of social networks in shaping access to and production of knowledge. Also, existing inequalities will continue to be played out through socio-technical networks. Social learning in 2050 will include decentralization of global networks. Society, including educational stakeholders, must move from unequal globalization and centralized power structures towards decentralized and inclusive global networks that allow people to share information and resources. New forms of cross-cultural and societal collaboration promoting learning, advocacy, livelihood, and well-being must be enabled. Social learning in 2050 will also include new social structures. Learning must move from old and stagnant social and cultural contexts that limit autonomy and equal opportunities for learning towards flexible social structures that help individuals and communities thrive in new environments and contexts. Finally, social learning in 2050 will incorporate autonomous and collaborative citizens. Learners must move from passive and powerless consumers towards active producers and autonomous citizens who are motivated and capable of improving their skills.